Halo, selamat siang teman-teman semua. Bertemu lagi dengan saya Dwiyan Anggara. Dan pada video kali ini, teman-teman, saya ingin menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang masuk ke Instagram saya tentang full day seminar Forex with Dwiyan Anggara and Jose Blasco spesial ulang tahun NFC besok tanggal 3 Agustus 2019 di Mercure, Jakarta Kota. Karena kemarin ada banyak pertanyaan yang masuk ke Instagram saya, Mas, seminarnya besok kira-kira belajar apa? Yang dibahas apa aja sih? Gitu. Nah, teman-teman, besok seminarnya itu start jam 10 pagi ya, teman-teman. Jadi jam 10 pagi kita sudah mulai. Pastikan teman-teman datang lebih awal. Karena kenapa? Karena besok itu yang isi sangat spesial, yaitu mentor saya, guru saya, Jose Blasco. Nah, kalau teman-teman pengen tahu siapa Jose Blasco, seminarnya apa aja besok, tentang seminarnya, cara registrasi, dan segala macam, teman-teman silahkan nonton videonya. Saya taruh di sudut kiri atas, atau teman-teman cek deskripsi di bawah video ini. Nah, teman-teman, tadi pagi, jadi setelah selesai sarapan, tadi pagi saya telepon Jose Blasco. Jadi saya telepon beliau untuk jelasin bullet point kira-kira apa aja yang akan dibahas. Jadi ini penting banget untuk manage ekspektasi teman-teman. Ketika teman-teman datang besok itu belajar apa saja sih, yang didapat apa aja, dan apa aja yang teman-teman bisa bawa pulang. Dan saya rekam call-nya, nanti teman-teman bisa nonton after ini ya, teman-teman bisa nonton call-nya. Di situ Jose bahas detail banget apa-apa aja yang akan kita sampaikan besok di full day seminar Forex with Dwiyan Anggara dan Jose Blasco. Dan secara pribadi, teman-teman, saya secara pribadi nggak akan ngisi materi sama sekali. Jadi saya akan bareng teman-teman, saya akan belajar, dan saya akan translate Jose untuk teman-teman. Karena Jose akan speak dalam bahasa Inggris, dan kemungkinan besar tidak semua audiens kita speak bahasa Inggris. Jadi bagi teman-teman yang punya tantangan, punya challenge dengan bahasa Inggris, teman-teman nggak usah khawatir, karena besok saya akan translate untuk teman-teman semua. Jadi saya akan jadi perpanjangan tangan Jose, atau jadi asistennya Jose lah, untuk membantu teman-teman menyerap dan mendapatkan materi lebih baik lagi. Jadi goal saya cuma itu. Tetapi secara pribadi saya tidak akan membawakan materi apapun. Oke, teman-teman, silahkan cek rekaman call kita, dan teman-teman bisa lihat di sana apa-apa aja akan dibawakan oleh Jose.
So, so first of all, the first item was balancing probability of risk and reward. And so basically here, I want to talk a little bit about the mindset of a trader.
Yep.
And make sure they all understand that to make money, you don't need to be right all the time.
Yes.
What you need to find is a good balance between how often you profit, how big are the profits, and how small are the losses.
Yes.
And when you find a balance with those three parameters, then you can be a very good trader, and you don't need to be a perfectionist, and you can still make good money. Okay, where if you were to be a perfectionist, and you are profiting all the time, but then when you profit is too small, or when you lose is too big, then you will not make money. And I want to make sure they have the right mindset before we look at the charts and everything. So
yes, because I talk this a lot also in my YouTube channel, because there is so many like crazy advertising out there that okay, this method is like 80% win rate, 95% win rate, or no loss trading system, something like that, right? So we need to get the right mindset before we start everything. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. Then the second section is about order flow.
Yeah.
So basically here what I want to talk about is I will talk about the two different forces in the market.
Yes.
So in the market there are two different forces that move the market. Some forces are indirect forces.
Okay.
And other forces are direct forces.
Okay.
For example, the news, that's an indirect force.
Okay.
So there may be a big news, and then the market moves. So it is a force, but it's an indirect force.
Okay.
Because if the news happen and the market is closed, then the market will not move, even though you have the force.
Yeah.
Right? Where the order flow, the orders, okay, the on-field orders, that's the direct force.
Yeah.
Because I always give this example with a tsunami in Japan that happened 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Where it's a crazy news, and it's a very powerful force, but it's indirect. Meaning that if the tsunami in Japan had happened over the weekend, the market is closed, no orders get filled, and therefore, even though you have the tsunami, the market doesn't move.
Okay.
Where on Monday, when the market opens, because of the new, you may have new orders in the market, and as the orders get filled, now the market moves. So the question is, what moves the market? the indirect force or the direct. And it's a combination of the two, but really the direct is the one that we care the most about, okay? And this is the order flow, right? So this is kind of the very short version of what I will be teaching there. And also this is building up,
the foundation of all the strategy that we talk about, because that's based on the order flow, right?
And the next section is about size and risk. Because then I will tell you, okay, let's say you know the order flow, let's say you know it's time to buy. Well, it's not the same that you buy one lot that you buy 20 lots. You are increasing your risk as you change the size. And coming back to what we covered at the beginning, balancing probability, risk, and reward. Well, you need to have the size under control, and then I will have the typical very bad joke, which is size matters. And so, for people to understand that even if you have a good methodology on how to trade, every time you trade, you need to use the right size. Because if you don't use the right size, then you are taking too much risk.
Yeah.
And, then you may have a good methodology, but then you get in trouble because you are not well balanced, as we covered at the beginning.
Okay.
So, from there, we go into item number 4, which is the time frames and the styles of trading.
Yes.
And then we'll tell them that, okay, so, those orders, okay, it may be a small pile of orders, or it may be a very large pile of orders. If the orders is a very large pile, it will likely create a trade or a bounce that will last a long time. If the pile of orders available is a small one, it will just create a tiny bounce that will last maybe only a few minutes, a few hours.
Okay.
So depending on the type of trading you want to do, if you want to be intraday trader, you want to be longer term, depending on your schedule, how busy you are, how large is your account, depending on all those things, you may decide that you want to be active or you want to be less active. And depending on who you are, then you will end up using different time frames. Okay? And so then I will talk about the time frames as how you use the time frame to be the trader you want to be. But also, I will talk about the use of multiple time frames. Just like a doctor, when a doctor does an X-ray washer,
yes,
they not only take a picture, only one X-ray, they do X-ray from different angles.
Yes.
So they can fully understand the shoulder. In the market is the same. We will use multiple time frames. Number 1, to determine the type of trader you want to be, and number 2, to make sure that you have a proper understanding of the market climate. Okay, and if you should be a buyer, if you should be a seller. And then with the order flow, then you will be precise to buy at the right time and sell at the right time.
Okay. And then...
So this is what's going to be taught. And as we get to this point, so now I am ready to give them the full methodology. Okay, which is the item number 5. Rule-based trading methodology to enter and exit trades. So that now will be taking all the information given before. Now we will come up with a specific method with specific steps, and what we'll give the students, it's a flow chart. Okay, a flow chart that show them exactly how they will trade. What are the steps to plan a trade, which are the time frames to be used. Everything will be there.
So it's like break down step by step. Okay, you look at this, you're looking for this, and then you look at this time thing, you're looking for this, and then if there is this is the action. If not, this is the action, or something like that, right? The flow chart. I like the flow chart.
Yeah. So for this to be well understood, I'm just gonna put it on WhatsApp, so you see what I'm talking about. So I just put it on the WhatsApp. I don't know if you can take a look.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So it's a complete process. They will know at any moment in time. They know what to do.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. And this, when I explain this to the class, I'm not gonna give them this like that. I'm gonna break it down into pieces. I will look first at the upper part, then at the left part, then at the bottom part, then at the right part, and kind of building. I will build this in the teaching little by little, like building blocks. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then at the end, they will understand the whole flow chart, and then we can give them a printed copy of this. And I think they will be pretty happy.
Yeah, they will be very happy.
Okay, and then the last item, this will be like teaching them additional things, like for example, trailing stop, or for example, what to do when they are dealing with multiple currencies that are correlated, things like that. And I think that very likely will exceed the amount of time that we have. So yeah, I think that the key goal of the presentation will be to give them all of that, so we end up with this, that kind of like the climax is that they go home with a flow chart, so they have a complete methodology on how to trade that they take home with them.
Yeah, so they know what to do after the seminar, after the class they know what to do. Yeah. Oke, jadi teman-teman, itu tadi adalah video percakapan saya dengan Jose Blasco, mentor saya dan juga orang yang besok akan datang mengisi full day seminar di spesial acara ulang tahun NFC. Dan teman-teman, saya punya contekannya. Jadi secara umum Jose sudah bahas semuanya. Jadi tantangan kita sebagai teman-teman trader atau masalah yang dihadapin banyak trader, baik itu trader pemula ataupun trader yang sudah lama tetapi struggle, mereka nggak kemana-mana biasanya. Yang pertama tadi adalah balancing probability, risk, and reward. Jadi kan yang penting kan kita balance antara win rate kita, probability kita, dan risk reward-nya. Which is saya selalu bilang yang menyelamatkan kita dalam jangka panjang cuma risk reward sama money management. Jadi itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, ini yang penting banget juga, introduction to order flow. Jadi teman-teman akan belajar apa sih sebenarnya menggerakkan market kan gitu. Karena ada banyak banget teori di luar sana yang mengatakan market bergerak karena ini, karena itu, karena ini, karena itu. Besok kita akan belajar hal yang paling dasar, apa sih direct force yang menggerakkan market. Nah, dan ini adalah fondasi, ini sangat penting karena ini berhubungan dengan semua strategi kita yang akan dibahas oleh Jose. Berikutnya tadi kita bahas size and risk position, which is ini juga sangat penting, time frame, dan style of trading ini juga sangat penting. Jadi teman-teman nanti bisa menyesuaikan, kalau teman-teman sibuk, teman-teman pakai time frame berapa, kalau teman-teman punya waktu luang pakai time frame berapa, dan misalnya balance saya sekian, sebaiknya saya trading di time frame berapa, kalau balance saya sekian, saya trading di time frame berapa, teman-teman bisa sesuaikan. Dan yang paling penting tadi, ini materi kelima kita, yaitu rule-based trading methodology to enter and exit the trades. Jadi ini menurut saya salah satu yang paling vital yang dibutuhkan oleh banyak sekali teman-teman trader di Indonesia. Which is itu adalah banyak banget pertanyaan masuk ke saya, Mas, saya butuh sistem trading, Mas, saya butuh sebuah metode, kapan waktunya masuk ke market, kapan waktunya keluar. Mas, bagaimana bikin trading journal, Mas, bagaimana bikin trading plan, dan segala macam. Itu semua dibahas oleh Jose. Dan yang paling penting sekali, teman-teman bisa bawa pulang flow chart-nya. Jadi teman-teman pulang ke rumah tahu mau ngapain. Teman-teman dikasih step by step, di breakdown semuanya, block by block. Saya ngapain, buka chart time frame berapa, apa yang dilihat. Kalau ada ini, next step-nya apa. Jadi ada flow chart-nya. Jika ini ada, yes, langkah berikutnya ini. Jika ini ada, no, langkah berikutnya ini. Semuanya dibahas, dan Jose juga bahas semuanya. Bahas indikator yang digunakan, bahas moving average-nya periode berapa, bahas DMI, bahas trend, semuanya. Jadi goals dari seminar ini adalah teman-teman pulang, teman-teman ngerti harus ngapain. Jadi kalau mau ngetes, teman-teman tahu persis apa yang harus dites, tools-nya semuanya kita share di sana. Jadi menurut saya teman-teman ini sangat-sangat spesial, sangat-sangat worth it. Saya secara pribadi akan datang belajar lagi. Dan kalau teman-teman ada di Jakarta dan sekitarnya, atau teman-teman juga di luar Jakarta juga nggak masalah, karena ingat, ilmu harus dikejar ya. Saya dulu juga terbang, bahkan ada banyak teman-teman yang saya tahu terbang jauh-jauh dari luar kota, datang spesial ke Jakarta untuk ketemu Jose, belajar dari Jose besok tanggal 3. Jadi mungkin cukup itu saja untuk video kali ini. Saya Dwiyan Anggara pamit, dan sampai ketemu di seminar tanggal 3 Agustus di Mercure, Jakarta Kota.